It's the beginning of a new year and everybody is starting to post their end of year recaps and everything that they did in 2024. And it's so easy to play the comparison game and feel like this person had a better year than me. Now I don't feel as accomplished. And the truth is everyone is sharing their highlight reel and the best moments. But we also have to acknowledge some people really do have better habits and better systems in place to achieve everything that they want. And in this video, I'm going to teach you what those habits are. They're kind of like micro habits, but they really do stack up at the end of the year and compound over time so that you can have the best year possible. So for me, whenever I am planning for a new year and making a vision board and making a goal list and everything, I know that micro habits are essential to becoming my next level self or your future self, whoever it is that you want to be. Doing these micro habits that don't seem like a big change actually will change your life. So let's jump into micro habits that will change your life. The first habit that I do, and I think that a lot of really successful people do as well, they don't like to go to bed with a messy house. And to break that down even further and to make it more simple and digestible, they don't go to bed with a messy kitchen and possibly even living room, since those are like the two areas that you are the most. Waking up to a clean kitchen is so inspiring. So what I like to do is at night after we have dinner and my husband's giving my daughter a bath, that's when I will clean up, or I do the bath and he does the cleanup. I want you to stop sitting on the couch and scrolling through your phone at night. I want you to put your phone away. The phone becomes such a trap, especially when I was really sick in my first trimester. I'm currently pregnant with our second baby girl. Especially when I was like not feeling good, I would sit on the couch and scroll after dinner. And my daughter would be acting all wild and we'd be trying to get her to bed, and then by the end of the day, we're not cleaning up, we're tired. But if you think about it, your next level self does not wake up to dirty dishes. You do not wake up to a messy house. You wake up to a clean environment that inspires you to want to make healthy choices and achieve your goals. So now at the end of the night, what I do is if I catch myself looking at my phone while they're doing bath time, I started doing the Mel Robbins 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 hack. So she always talks about this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up in the morning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, shut off your alarm and don't hit the snooze button. Like, she uses it for a lot of different things. So what I do is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just go start cleaning the kitchen. Just go start doing the dishes. And I like break it down really small. And then after I see the dishes all done and my kitchen sink all nice, then that inspires me to want to clean up the living room and clean up all my daughter's toys. And by the way, this routine is like 15 to 20 minutes. It's not very long, but it makes such a big difference for the next day. And it's almost like setting yourself up for the next day, because then the next morning, all I have to do is unload the dishes. And then we have a clean dishwasher for anything from breakfast to go in there and throughout the day. So this actually brings me to my first habit stack. If you're unfamiliar with habit stacking, you need to read the book Atomic Habits. James Clear goes into such detail about habit stacking, but just explaining it very quickly is that you take one habit and then it inspires you to do the next habit. They're sort of habits that go together. Like maybe you wake up, shut off your alarm, and you go brush your teeth. Like those are two habits that go together, so you can stack them on top. So for me, after I unload the dishwasher, I have my clean blender and I make a protein shake. And my next habit is to fuel your body with protein first thing in the morning so that you make healthier choices. A lot of people on their list is to get healthier, to have clearer skin, to have more energy, to lose weight. Like so many of us want to do that in 2025, and that's like one of the most popular worldwide goals is to lose weight or be healthier, or both. I broke it down even simpler to make it the most simple micro habit is I give myself one breakfast choice. That's it. It's a protein shake. That's my breakfast choice. I'm not really a breakfast girly, but I know that if I don't start my morning with protein, my blood sugar is going to spike and I'm going to crave something unhealthy, like a bagel and cream cheese, which is not adding nutritional value to my body and diet. So simple, unload the dishwasher, get my blender, and I make my protein shake. The next habit that I do is I get into my workout clothes and I make my bed. Making your bed's essential to being a successful person. Ever since I listened to Tony Robbins say this in my early 20s, he changed my life. And he was like, if you don't make your bed every single day, and if it doesn't matter to you, then you need to raise your standards. And I was like, damn bad hit. It was when me and my husband, but we were boyfriend and girlfriend at the time, moved in together. We were 23 and we always kept a clean kitchen, but for some reason our bedroom like just didn't matter to us. And then I always felt like I didn't have clean clothes and my closet was a mess, and it just like trickled into other areas of being messy. Once your bed is made, you just want to have an organized room. It like doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to have like a pile of clothes on the floor and then a made bed. So once your bed is made, that pile of clothes starts to bother you, or your messy bathroom counter or your closet. I can't tell you how much of a pet peeve this is for me when you can't see your closet floor. Like I'll see people post Instagram stories of their closets and it's very messy and can't see the closet floor, it's clothes everywhere. How will that inspire you to have cute outfits? And so if you find your closet looking like that, what you need to do is donate and get rid of things. That means you have too much. So the most successful people I know work out in the morning and want to get those endorphins going. And if you do it first thing in the morning, then you can literally just cross it off your list. So many people put the goal of 10,000 steps a day on their goal list or their vision board. And what I want to tell you is to break it down even more micro and start with 5,000 steps. You do 6,000, then 7,000 and work your way up to 10. That way you're not setting yourself up for failure. So some people think that if you are unmotivated or you're not feeling your best self, that you're just lazy. But what I've realized, and especially in 2023 and 2024, that if your hormones are deregulated, you will not feel like your best self. You will feel unmotivated and you possibly might not even know why. Not having coffee in the afternoon would just give me so much anxiety and mess with my hormones, and I didn't even know that it was my afternoon cup that was doing that. Matcha has L-theanine in it, so it's slow released energy instead of that big spike that you get from coffee. So I'll actually show you guys my matcha recipe now. So the brand I'm using is Peak, and this is their Sun Goddess matcha, and this is the only matcha that I drink and make at home. So you just take a packet like this. It's already made for you. So if you see people making matcha and they're whisking it, you actually don't have to with Peak Sun Goddess matcha because of these little packets. And then they give you a glass beaker and an electric mixer. And this is how I prepare my matcha in this. Ever since I started prioritizing my hormones, people will always say, oh, do you have hair extensions? Or what do you do for your skin? Like literally prioritize hormones. Hormones would be the system, because we talk a lot about systems versus goals in this video. And towards the next tips, but instead of focusing on what can I put in my hair, what can I put on my face to like help my skin, start thinking about what you can do for your body and balancing your hormones. Switching to matcha in the afternoon has been a game changer. The great thing about Peak Sun Goddess matcha is they triple screen for any toxins or impurities. This is organic and this is a high quality matcha. This is ceremonial grade matcha. You always want to make sure you're using ceremonial grade when you're drinking matcha. So depending on how you like your matcha, if you like it really sweet, then this is also the time you will add honey or maple syrup. And I used to drink my matcha really sweet. And now that I've been drinking matcha for years, I like it more of like a matcha taste, and I actually don't like to add any sweetener anymore. So I just add this in my glass, and now we're going to froth some milk. So I just use organic whole milk, and we're gonna froth that so that it's nice and hot. That's the theme of today. When you're making ice, you can literally just pour in milk and ice, and super easy, but I like to add this step when it's colder outside. Gotta watch me, one day I'll be making designs. My favorite way to shop Peak is to actually purchase the Radiant Skin Duo. In this duo, you guys are going to get the beauty electrolytes that taste amazing. You're gonna get the Sun Goddess matcha, as well as the glass beaker I showed and the electric mixer, and 20% off when you shop my link down below. Okay, my next habit is to focus on systems and not focus on the big picture every single day. So an example I want to give you is, instead of focusing on your entire vision board and being like, okay, why haven't I lost the 10 pounds? Why am I not driving my dream car? Why don't I live in my dream house? Why don't I have more money in my bank account? Like, instead of focusing on the bigger picture, I want you to focus on the systems. When you focus too big, like a really zoomed out view, it can make you feel discouraged and it can make you feel like you have so much more to go. So why not just quit? Instead, I want you to focus on the systems. So the systems are the micro habits, everything we're talking about in this video. That could be waking up an hour earlier. That could be waking up even just 30 minutes earlier and not hitting the snooze button. Another example of the system can be if you want to lose 10 pounds, instead of focusing on what your body will look like and losing the 10 pounds, you can focus on the system that will get you there, which is meal prepping and meal planning. Your system would be writing down all the meals you want to make and then going to the grocery store, finding different recipes and getting really excited about that part of it instead of end result, the end goal of being a certain weight or losing the weight. And you can apply this to literally everything from finances to your dream career, saving for a down payment, like whatever. You can just focus on the systems that will get you there instead of the end result. My next habit is to be intentional with your phone. Apps like TikTok and Instagram can really trap us and just get us scrolling. We really can lose track of time. I will say some of the most successful people that I know are not even really on Instagram and TikTok. Instead, they consume things like books and reading and podcasts and YouTube videos. It is good for your brain to just disconnect sometimes and not think about your goals. Like, I love to put on a YouTube vlog at the end of the day or a podcast or whatever. Like, it is good to disconnect. But if you're just sitting there mindlessly scrolling, then you need to have social media boundaries. And what I like to do is at dinner, there are no phones. No phones for me and my husband. Like, if he has a work call, too bad, I guess. Like, it's dinner time. My daughter's not allowed to watch anything while we eat, including restaurants. Like, I don't allow her to bring the tablet at a restaurant. Like, eating is like, we need to focus on eating. Like, we need to focus on family and connection. And I know some people think we're crazy not bringing the tablet out for dinner to restaurants, but I want to teach her habits that when we are eating with people, that we're eating and connecting and we're not like looking at something. Having better boundaries. So when I first wake up in the morning, no phone. Dinner time and end of the day, no phone. So I really only have it in the afternoon. I'm trying to create better boundaries for myself and sharing this tip with you guys as well. Even taking social media rest days, so like where I don't go on at all, like Sunday or Saturday, and just really focusing on family time, because that is something that we are all missing, I think, is connection and being really, really present. Last but not least is gratitude. I've shared this so many times on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram, literally everywhere. But if you have things on your vision board or on your goal list, like you want to attract a new car or a new house or a new partner or whatever it is, a new job, a career, money, anything you want to attract, you are not going to like cross the level. Like, if you think about it in like a video game, like you're not going to get to the next level if you're not grateful for what you already have. Going back to the closet example, if you want to attract this like big closet with lots of expensive clothes or bags or shoes or whatever, if you're not taking care of the closet you already have, it would be really hard for your mind to grasp more, because at the end of the day, to get to the next level, you just have to change your mindset. Positive, there is something you have now that there was a time you wished for it, and I always try to get back into that space. And you could do this especially if you're feeling like you're comparing yourself to other people or feeling jealous. It's so nice to center yourself and go back to gratitude, because you do have things in your life that people would wish to have, to be grateful for them and to go back to that place. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon.